Hey guys, it's a review of the new MEV, which came out in 2014. It's the Modern English Version translation. It's a labor of love that was done by, it began with some Army chaplains, as far as I know. I kind of looked up a little bit of it from England and some from America and other places. They got together and they wanted to make something that came from the same manuscript line as the King James and the New King James, and that's kind of a rare. Most of the modern translations are from the other manuscript line. A lot of the Alexandrian manuscripts, things like that, older manuscripts supposedly, and supposedly better. And I don't know, I'm not a scholar or anything, but I like my King James and I like my New King James. And this MEV is kind of cool, guys, because you're getting that same direction. It's word for word. Well, no English translation is going to be word for word, but this one is a lot like that. NESB, King James, kind of a word for word translation. And it reads really good, guys. And what surprised me is it reads a lot like the New King James in a lot of places. I'll read some verses that you guys are used to. This was bought for me by our brother, a fellow sub, and had it sent to me to do a review on it. And I want to say thank you for sending that. It's really cool. It's a new translation I get to add to my library, and I like that it's coming from the KJV line. I love that. As you can see, it's got this kind of like rubbery, true tone kind of stuff. Cover's not, anything spectacular, guys. They're trying to do their best right now. They're a small publisher that's backing them up right now, and they're going to slowly get better and more support from other publishers, and hopefully they'll grow from there. The more they get sold and more money they get through the ministries and stuff like that. There's your ISBN number. You'll start to see better ones of these. The book block's excellent, really good. So I want to show you guys that. That's what I'm really happy about with this. Not really focusing on the cover. It's not a premium Bible, guys. It's got nice corner work that they did on there and stuff, and paper liner, but it is a stitched volume, so it's definitely got Smithsonian binding. So if you want to get one and you like it and you want a nice one, you're going to have a good binding to send off to somebody to have them rebind it for you. So here's the opening information, publishing dates, stuff like that for you. And the text is really nice. It's a large, bold... Oh, I don't have the box in here. Anyways, I think it's an 11-point font. It's very, very bold. It has a preface to this edition, why they did it. Here's all the people that worked on it, the committee. So look at that. And you can go online and look up everything about the MEV if you want to find out the facts of it. I just want to show the Bible and the print and let you guys see a few verses to compare to your Bibles that you have at home. If you like the KJV, you're going to like this. And if you like the New King James, you're really going to like this translation. It's got a very dark, nice font. Let me compare it to Alan in here right now. I just did a video with the break-in Bibles for you guys to show you how. So you got the Allen long primer font here, and then you got that font. It's not as dark, but it's very big. It's very easy to read, very nice and clean, and the camera is definitely showing more ghosting than you're going to get when you get it. The camera does that. I've noticed that with certain papers too. It will show the ghosting more, and so just remember that when you're watching. But I like this font. It has a really nice look to it. It's spaced relatively good. I mean, I don't see anywhere where the spacing is funny. I don't see letters touching or anything like that. It's got a very good space between each. Well, right here, as you can see, it kind of gets close right in there as it goes down to that next verse. So you got the P that kind of hangs down and gets pretty close there, but doesn't touch. So you can see where it gets a little bit cramped in the text, but not too bad. The spacing is really good. It looks to me to be line matched. That's really cool. It's a line match text. It kind of gets off by a hair, just barely at all in some places, but other than that, back to back, it's line matched. So yeah, very nice. It opens up flat. You know, that's what you're going to get with your signatures. You know, Smithsonian binding is going to open flat on you as long as you work that Bible in. Just push on that spine. You can watch my video that I'm going to upload, and actually should show up before this one. So if you want to watch that one, go back and watch it. And it has really nice red letter, guys. Very nice Bible. Let's read here in Genesis real quick, so you guys see a familiar verse and see what it sounds like in the MEV. So let's go here. There you go. There you go, guys. You can read that spot. Just do it in your own voice. I can read it for you, but I don't want to sit here stumbling over my words. I'll let you guys do it, so you can pause there and check out how that reads for you. It's pretty cool. What I found, I'll jump back here real quick. There's the red letter. I'll come back to that for you guys, but I wanted to show you. Switch hands here. My Hebrews verse, and this is the only Bible that reads like the New King James and the King James. So I was really surprised when I came here to read my favorite verse. Look at that. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. That's exactly the same as the New King James, the King James reading pretty much. That's awesome. I've never seen it before. So if you guys want to see, let's back up here to, let's show you some red here. It's got very nice red ink. It's not pink. I'll get closer into there and get some light on it. As you can see, it's not a pink red. It's just a red, and it's even. It doesn't fade out. You don't turn to one page and go, oh my goodness, there's no red there hardly. So whoever does their printing does a really, really good job of making sure this text looks good. The black is so nice when it jumps to the red. I like that. It really bugs me when Bibles print the red so bad and then the black just doesn't pop. Just so bothersome. These days it's like really hard to find a good printer that keeps that ink nice and loaded so we can get a nice crisp text. And a lot of people are just really getting away from red text because of that. But here, let's go to John 1:1 here, so you guys can see a familiar verse. So in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were created through him, and without him nothing was created that was created. In him was life, and the life was the light of mankind. The light shines in darkness, but the darkness has not overcome it. So you can see it has a little bit different reading there towards the bottom that I'm used to. Kind of changes it up a little bit there, light of mankind. So you guys will notice a little bit of different readings with some of it, but it's relatively follows the normal text that you're used to. If you're a King James guy and you want a translation that pretty much follows the King James but more modern, this is an awesome text for you guys. It's nice to see something else other than the New King James out there. And I'm one of those people that believes we don't really need any more English translations. I think we have plenty, but we have so many from the one side of the manuscript evidence that it's really nice to see some brothers and sisters in Christ join together, and being military chaplains that wanted to find a modern text that came from the KJV. Amen, guys. That's awesome. I love that they did that. That's really neat to see. So, yeah, that's pretty cool, guys. So I just wanted to share that with you. And it goes on red letter all the way into Revelations. So Revelations will be red letter 2 text. I like that. If you want to see how it reads here at the end of Revelations, you can pause there and see it. It still says, "Blessed are those who do His commandments instead of wash their robes." So, depending on how you see that translation, that's coming from the manuscript line of the KJV. Some people say that reading should be washed their robes. So if you want to look into that, study into that, and see what you think. As you can see, it's got this pretty basic concordance. It's nothing huge. It's a lot like the basic New King James reference Bibles that you give will have kind of a basic concordance. You see, it does go on pretty well. It's pretty good. And then this just has cardstock in the back. And I don't believe this has maps. Yeah, this doesn't have maps, so you're just going to get a few cardstock pages in there in the back and no maps. But yeah, these guys just started out on their own and said, hey, we're going to do this. 42 people got together, and it was a labor of love for Christ, guys. So look at it from that perspective and think how awesome that is. It's such a cool thing. They didn't have a ton of money backing them. These guys got together and said, let's do this, and they did it. And then a publisher seen it and said, wow, this is great, and they decided to go with them. So Passio is their name. So check them out, guys. Look it up. And I just want to say thank you again. Oh, and it comes with one ribbon, which wasn't placed too hot. And I already got the spine separated there because I'm going to put in some new ribbons. So there you go, guys. Love y'all. See you next time. God bless.